everybody, and welcome back to another Shakuhachi lesson. My name is Sean Renzo Head, your licensed Shakuhachi instructor. Today we're going to talk about two things. Thing number one is how to end your notes properly, and thing number two is how to maximize tone quality in the con register. So first off, talking about the ending of notes. What's hard about the ending of notes is that a lot of my students have this problem where they're playing and then they get that pitch bend at the end, which is not necessarily desirable. Sometimes we want that sound at the end of phrases, so you might have heard something like this. And so we have a quick little drop, but it's intentional. So how do we get rid of that? Well, there are two ways to do it. Way number one is that you can tighten your embouchure. So you're speeding up the air, but you're also slowing the breath down. So slowing the breath down and speeding up the air, which basically it's kind of like it's still keeping the airspeed about the same. You're just utilizing less air, which will make the sound drop. The problem with that one, in my opinion, is that you start to lose tone quality. And for me, it's still a little bit hard to control because it's not the method that I use all the time, but I wanted to start with that one just as an option. Option number two is actually to move the flute out. And this is the one that I really prefer because it keeps the tone quality. And for me, I've done it a lot, so that one is going to sound better than the first one. There are some people who can do that first one really, really well. So just keep the air flowing and then start to soften and soften and soften. And then as you're using less air, then just move the flute out. Another thing to keep in mind is that it's very important to have the stomach muscles still engaged while you're doing this, because you do need a strong and focused breath when doing to make soft sounds. And then you can smooth out that note. So, and that can be practiced on every single note. So don't just do it in the ulti register, also do it in the higher register too. And so on and so forth. Okay, now about when you're playing during the note, especially con register. This is a question I get a lot. How do you maximize your sound in your tone quality in the con register? So this is the exercise that I've come up with. What you're going to do is you're going to play con note de. It's going to be holes 5, 4, and 3 covered. 1 and 2 are open, and it's going to be in the second octave. Now, with that note, what I want you to do is I want you to tighten it all the way, as tight as you can until you hit the daikon register. So from there, what I want you to do is I want you to play re again, and then I want you to drop it. I want you to just slowly open up that embouchure, and that's the key thing, is slowly open it until you hit otsu. And the reason why we're going to do this is because I want you to find the perfect range of timbres, because as you tighten the embouchure in con, you're going to notice that the timbre will change. See how it thins out? It thins out just ever so slightly. Then, let's say if I do it the other way. Then we have thicker, rounder, louder, and much more confident sound. So the exercise, again, is just going up to the daikon register and down to the ulti register, so you're getting the flexibility of the lips. And the more smooth that you can make that, the more control you're going to have in the con register. So I hope that was helpful. That one is definitely a developing sound that will take a couple weeks or even months. Some cases it could even take years to develop it. I know that I'm still working on my sound. I work on my sound every single day. So I hope that everything was helpful. If you're interested in private lessons, you can go to seanheadmusic.com, and you can go to the bottom of the homepage where there's a contact form, and you can send me a message. You can sign up for lessons there. I teach on Skype, Zoom, and Facebook Messenger. I hope everybody's staying safe and healthy.